Shalom, shalom. Shalom. Shalom, Israel. I want to start off, give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakak, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops at Great Millstone. And peace and salutations and peace and mercy to the prophets, the hopeful elect, the 144,000. And to the men and women of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Shalom. Back with another lesson, another week. I'll title this one, The Danger of the Last Days. The danger of the last days. Call halal Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Call halal Yamla, Allahayanawa, Abanawa, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Free Palestine?
Free Palestine.
I'm not Palestinian.
Jewish?
Not Jewish either. You know what the Lord, you believe in the Lord?
Yahweh. Jesus Christ.
That's not his name. And what is he? What ethnicity is he?
He's the king.
But what is he though? Because you said Palestine. He's not a Palestinian.
Yeah, but all the
Do you know how many nations are here on the earth?
How many?
Do you know?
Like three?
3 nations on earth?
Yeah.
No. There's 18 nations. Quote me if I'm wrong.
Hey, I said 43.
Huh?
I said 43.
Oh, 43. Nah, Do you know who Noah is? Noah. You know,
Yeah, I heard about it.
the ark, the flood, you know how to look, yeah. He had 3 sons. Noah, Shem, and Japheth. The nations come out of those 3 sons. See? What's your ethnicity?
Hispanic.
What is that what your dad is?
Yeah.
Were you Mexican?
What you preaching though?
Huh?
What you preaching?
The Bible.
The Bible?
Yeah.
That's right. Hey, you got
If you are, were you Mexican?
Yeah.
Yeah, you part of the tribes, man. This is our history.
Hey, it's a crazy world we living in right now. Hey, you know it's World War III right now?
This is the start of World War III.
Hey, it's going on. Barely starting. Everybody's waking up.
Yeah, it's the start of World War III. But there's prophecies.
Sure, it's happening right now.
Do you know what happens before World War III? Because this place, the U.S. is going to be destroyed forever. Forever.
Crazy world we living right now. It's happening. Everything. All that president's gonna come. So much Jewish people, all that shit's going on.
Those
Jews control all this shit.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they do. That's the wicked. That's the wicked of the earth.
You know, right? They sent billions to Israel. For what?
That's those people over there in that land. That's not their land.
It's not. They trying to.
The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Those are the Lord's people. That's who is in the Bible, man.
Yeah.
That's our land.
Yes, and they try to control everything.
So the Lord's gonna restore His people back in that land. That's where the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom is gonna be right here on earth, right there in Jerusalem. Heaven isn't a place where you just go float around. It's gonna be right here on earth, right there in Jerusalem. The Lord's gonna restore His people back in the land. There's not gonna be no more. There's not gonna be no more war. There's not gonna be wickedness, evil. It ain't gonna be this, man. When the Lord restores our people back in that land, we're never gonna have a bad day. We're gonna be blessed for eternity. Blessing is rulership, dominion. You see who's in rulership right now? Whose face is on the American dollar? You know whose face is on the American dollar? White, so-called white people. They're in rulership right now. They control, they dictate everything. They're in control. But the Lord's going to remove them because they're wicked. So he's going to put our people back in rulership forever. This is the last time of man's rulership. Right. But you believe in the Lord, man. You gotta seek him. And his name isn't Yahweh, it isn't Yahawah, it ain't Jesus, it's Yahawashi. He's a Hebrew Israelite. He's a Hebrew Israelite. Yahawashi. Yahawashi, that's his name. It tells you in Psalm the 124th chapter that our help is in the name of the Lord. Our help. You need help? It's in his name. You got to call on his true name. Those other names, that ain't it. Just a quick side note. But I titled this "The Danger of the Last Days." We have we you know, the danger is increasing. It's getting tough. Young man that look like from the tribe of Issachar, you know, the Northern Kingdom brother. But in the the latest current events that we have right now going on in this place, huh?
You on live? I can follow you.
No, I'm not on live right now. I'm recording though.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, my channel is Yahawah 144.
yeah, I follow you.
Yep, you can follow me. I got some pages up and stuff, man.
You know what's on, right?
I don't even know, brother. Yeah, seek the Lord right now, man. You know what I'm saying? It don't even matter, whatever, I'm going to read this to you real quick before you go. Right here, this is me. See? Just subscribe. See? That's the name of the Lord. You have to have that name. I got my lessons out. Put your subscription. Let me read this to you real quick, though. Because our people, the Lord made a promise to us, man. If you know about Moses, you know Moses? Moses, he used Moses to lead our people out of the first Egypt, the Egyptians. The white people, they're the new modern day Egyptians right now because they're in power, they're in control right now. You see what they're doing right now. You said you're Mexican, so the 12 lost tribes in Israel, those consist of the Southern Kingdom and the Northern Kingdom, which consist of the Negroes, the so-called Negroes, the Latinos, and Native American Indians. That is the Lord's people. And Jacob, you know who Jacob and Esau is. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Isaac that's who the blessing is. That's who for the kingdom. Isaac had Jacob and Esau. Jacob had 12 sons. See, and those consist of the tribes. And from there, our people were scattered, man. Because going back to Moses, the Lord made a blood covenant. Matter of fact, let me just read it to you. We got a couple quick for the West Coast. Yeah, I got you, bro. What is that? Exodus, I think it's Exodus 7. Exodus 7. What is that? my bad. Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy. Let me just read this to you. Deuteronomy 7. Because the Lord, He chose, our people, man. We're not Mexican, we're not black. These are all titles, man. That if you know about slavery, going back with the conquistadors and different brought on slave ships and everything like that. That goes back to us, man. We put in slavery. Why? Because the Lord, He chose us. It says, and this is going back to Moses bringing our foreparents out of the first Egypt. But it says, going down to the wilderness, that's where the church started at, in the wilderness. It says, this Deuteronomy 7 and 6, it says, for thou art a holy people. Holy means to be separate. We're not supposed to be no damn rappers. We're not supposed to be no damn... We're a nation of kings and priests, man. That's why we, the so-called Latino, the Negro, the blacks, that's why we're so talented, man. Can't nobody do it like us, man. I know, right? But there's a reason for that.
They doing that on purpose.
Can't nobody make food like us. Can't nobody sing like us. Can't nobody dance like us. Dress like us. We dominate all the sports. Period.
Because they were trying. They were controlling.
Yeah. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. But it says, for thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people. To whom? Unto himself. The Lord hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. See, he's not talking about no other nations. There's one nation, and that's Israel. Not those people. Israel is a people before a place. Jerusalem is a people before a place. See, Jacob, whose name was changed, our forefather who had the 12 sons, his name was changed to Israel, which in the Hebrew means prince of power. Yasharallah, prince of power. We're a nation of kings and priests. Was that him? I don't know if that's the, otherwise it would have stuck. But it says, I don't know, but it says, the Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the whole earth. I mean, that's for a reason. The Lord used it so, man. What this is talking about is salvation, man. You know what I'm saying? Salvation. Because you want to be delivered out of this, what the Lord going to do to this place. Right? What he's going to do, this place is going to be hit by thermonuclear fire.
It's going to be, it's going on right now, damn it.
The Lord is going to, this place is a curse. Why? Because they blasphemed him, put up a false image, and crossed out his name, and look at what they've done to his people. Look at what they've done to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Look at what's going on now. But there's a reason for that, because the Lord chose us, right? So our people, going back to the wilderness, our forefathers rebelled against slavery. He made a promise, a covenant. That's what a covenant is, agreement. That you are my people and I am your God. So these laws, statutes, and commandments, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, they're for us. But our forefathers, our foreparents went against that. After he made an agreement with us, a covenant. So the Lord said, I'm going to cast you out. And this is what's going to happen. Leviticus, this is what's going to happen. You can't break the promise, man. You can't do that. And that's why the Lord came back, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ, to redeem his people. He didn't come to redeem the other nations, these other nations of people. Here we go. So salvation is for the Lord's people. It ain't for everybody. This is Leviticus. But this is what's going to happen. Leviticus 26:17. It says, Leviticus 26:14, it says, but if ye will not hearken unto me, see, But if ye will not hearken unto me, the Lord said, if you're not going to listen to me, it says, it will not do all these commandments. See, if you're not going to listen to me and do what I tell you, these commandments, and if ye shall despise my statutes, if your soul abhor my judgments, so that ye will not do all my commandments, but that ye break my covenant. It says, I also will do this unto you. I will even appoint over you terror. See, the Lord said, if you're not going to listen to me, I'm going to appoint over you terror. And this is all the slavery, even till still today. You see what they're doing? They're not deporting the so-called Arabics. They're not deporting the so-called Chinese. They're not deporting the damn Samoans. They're not. Who are they deporting? Who are they just doing dirty right now, man? And who are they putting in the so-called penitentiaries and county jails? You know who's in there? And blacks. And then you see who lives in the ghettos. It's the blacks and the Mexicans. From west to east to north to south. This is who is stuck. Who has the most crummiest, low-paying jobs? But who's the most talented, man? Who dominates? Yeah, exactly. We dominate, man. Without a question.
All we gotta do is speak up.
It's not us speaking up. This is what we, because the Lord is in control, man. He's in control of all of this. But he said,
he knows the future.
let me see, back up just a little more.
He knows everything that's going on.
But he said, look, he said, I will appoint over you terror, consumption, and burning of aid, that shall consume the eyes and cause sorrow of heart. And ye shall sow your seed in vain, for your enemies shall eat you. See, the enemies are these other nations, man. See, our people, they don't want to believe this. And the Lord tell you, bless me, and read it. But look, this is the point. This is the point. It says, for not listening, it says, and I will set my face against you, and ye shall be slain before your enemies. They that hate you shall reign over you, and ye shall flee when none pursueth you.
That's right.
See? So if you don't come back to the Lord, man,
Hey, all we gotta do is
this is the answer. You're not gonna be able to deliver yourself out of this on what's coming.
Hey, I'm gonna follow you. What's your page?
Yeah. And the mark, man, and the mark of the beast is the microchip.
Yep. Oh, in the head too.
Yeah, exactly. So they're good. So that when that comes, whoever takes that, you're not gonna be delivered.
Hey, it's already going on right now.
Yeah,
they got it in other
they're gonna make that mandatory. They're gonna make that mandatory. Yep. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know, you take that. Ain't no, even me. If I take that, you ain't gonna be delivered.
Yeah, what's your name?
Yahawah, man.
Adi.
Yep.
Good to meet you.
All right, you too, dude. Yeah, it's flowing in the spirit, man. Young man from the northern kingdom, that is a car. You know what I'm saying? This is what we are to do, man. We the Lord said, matter of fact, what is that? You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord said, I have set up watchmen. The Lord has he has particular men out of his people to speak his word, man. You know, to speak his true word out of his people. You cannot go to the other nations and get this truth. You can't do it. You can't do it. You have to come to the Hebrew Israelites to come get this true word, man. The full, complete truth starting here at Great Millstone, the Church of Perea. Period. This is where you gotta come to get the truth. But I titled this the danger in the last days, man. And we see it with this whole this government shutdown. We're approaching 40 days. That the longest ever in U.S. So-called history, man. That this the government has been shut down, and so we're approaching unprecedented times. These are biblical times that we're in. This is the end, man. Let me go here. Just going in the spirit. I was gonna go somewhere else with this, but we are to warn our people, man. Starting fearing the Lord. The name. Letting them know a danger is coming. The wolf is coming. Who the wicked is. What is that? Call hello, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Slovakia. Yeah, let me go here. 2 Timothy. 2 Timothy 3:1. Because the danger, man, it says 2 Timothy 3:1, it says, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. And even the young Issachar, man, Issachar, he even knew that, it's something ain't right. It's crazy right now. Perilous times. We got. There's a whole a food crisis right now. This is a man-made, orchestrated, famine, a food scarcity that's happening with this food, and it just goes back to prophecy, because it tell you, what is that? Revelation 6, that power was given unto him to take peace from the earth. Who? Esau, Edom. See, all of this evil and wicked is for is the Lord. He's going to allow this for judgment, because it tell you spirits were created for vengeance, man. You see, and the wicked. Starting with the wicked of our people, because 2/3 of our people are going to get caught up into this judgment. Famine, pestilence, diseases. They tell you Trump is withholding. President Donald Trump is withholding $4 billion dollars in food aid. See, $4 billion in food aid he's withholding. You see, and it's you have these budget cuts coming, and that are taking place, that's going to increase. And then you also have you got those wild monkeys. You got those laboratory wild monkeys, that got loose. And there's no telling what them laboratory monkeys carried, or what they went and possibly could have infected, or what's the whole start of that? See, you see down there in Brazil, in Rio de Janeiro, You know, they had that deadly police raid, 133 people, you know, killed, man, in a police raid. One of the deadliest raids. 133 people killed down there in Brazil, Rio de Janeiro. If I'm saying it right, quote me if I'm wrong. But it just shows you, you know, the level right now and what's going on, man. You know, you still got Russia, Ukraine, a whole war. They've been warring for over 1,200 days. You got the whole situation still with Palestine and the Israelis. They've been warring for over 600 days. You know, China and these other nations, you know, they're beefing up their military, you know, presence and weapons, because war is coming, man. Just like the young man from the ISRAELITEs, he know he's in war. That's what he kept saying, war. Yeah, World War III is, yeah, it's inevitable, man. It's inevitable. But before the World War III happens, we know the micro C-hip is coming. But we're at the doorstep. And he even knew that that's taking place right now. We just waiting for it to be mandatory. I'm rambling. And you see, let me read it again. It says 2 Timothy 3:1. It says, "This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come." Danger, man. And you got the ICE is they got these new you know, devices where they can hold your you know, hold the phone, a certain phone, and identify you, facial recognition. They got new, you know, different spyware that they're bringing out. Man, they're, you know, they you know, the persecution is going to increase on a whole nother level. They said they you know, this online surveillance, you know, so famine of hearing the words of the Lord is at the doorstep, man. You know, all of these things must come to pass. All of these things gotta happen. They gotta take place. This is why you gotta be locked in, man. You gotta be locked in. What was that? I had like a little list too. Let me see. Oh well. I had like a little list, man. I was gonna go into. I don't know what I did with it. That's the spirit, whatever. I wrote down a couple scriptures. What was I gonna go into? Oh, right here. I think that's Malachi. I think I was gonna go into. I'm a little all over the place. Salakia. Let me go to Hosea. Yeah. Hosea 5 and 15, and it reads, it says, "I will go and return to my place." See? It says, "I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face in their affliction. There will seek me early." And just like, you know, I was telling the young man, the Issacharite man, you know, the Lord, he promised Jake, you know, the tribes. This is who salvation is for. These laws, statutes, and commandments are for our people. The Lord, He chose us, man. And like I read to you in Leviticus, the Lord said, if you're not going to listen, the Lord's going to appoint terror over you. But He said, I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense. Right. And this, we're in a time of repentance, of seeking the Lord. A lot of our people, they're not repenting, man. They're not going to repent. They're not going to come and seek the Lord. They're going to continue to go in their own ways. They think this is a joke. See, a lot of our people are playing with the Lord, man. They're playing. It says, I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense. Our people, they don't acknowledge them going off and just sinning. You gotta repent daily. Daily, man. Nobody is saved yet. You're supposed to be seeking the Lord with everything you got in His hand. The Lord has all the resources out here still for His people to try to get this right. To try to get this right. But Jake is hard-headed, man. It says, and seek my face in their affliction. In their affliction, they will seek me early. And the affliction is increasing. The affliction is increasing. Lord, He's getting ready to give you that gut punch. See? To hit you really where it hurts, and that's to remove your food. See? To remove your food. See? The Lord know how to get your attention. To remove your food, to take away your jobs. Those are two vital things to have is food and a job. He getting ready to remove that. See this word, man. Let me go there. Let me go here. Proverbs. Because all of this is vanity, and we're approaching the hour of temptation. We're approaching that hour. The hour of temptation where everybody is going to be tested. Everybody is going to be tested. Let me go here. Proverbs. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Salakia. Let me get that Proverbs. We don't got too much more time, man. We don't got too much more time. Proverbs 15:3. Or Salakia, Proverbs 3 and 5. Proverbs 3 and 5, and it reads, it says, trust in the Lord with all thine heart. See? Trust in the Lord with all thine heart. It says, and lean not unto thine own understanding. See? And lean not unto thine own understanding. This is what a lot of our people are gonna do. They're gonna lean unto their own understanding. See? This is what's gonna get a lot of our people destroyed in the end here. This is what is gonna happen. By leaning on your own understanding. Because what the Lord is bringing on the earth, without Him and that wisdom, you're not gonna know what to do, man. And time again, people want to get carnal. That's what they resort back to, getting physical, getting carnal. See? It says, it says 6, it says, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. See? In all thy ways acknowledge the Lord. You're not going to be able to do this by yourself going forward. You're just not. The Lord is pouring out his spirit, like I tell you in Joel. Quote me if I'm wrong. It's gonna get so, this squeeze that's taking place, because Esau is really, he really got his foot on the people's neck right now. See, he got his foot on the people's neck. The squeeze is gonna get so tight. A lot of people, they just not gonna be able to deal with this. They're gonna lose their mind, man. The Lord said, don't lean not on our own understanding. Trust in the Lord. Acknowledge him in everything. That's why when you wake up in the morning, you're supposed to be praying. But we all know, because we go off, man. I tell you, a just man falleth down 7 times, but he get back up. And the wicked falleth into mischief. The Lord understands that we're gonna go off, man. We're not gonna be delivered and saved by keeping the law, statutes, and commandments perfectly. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. We are to rehearse the righteous acts. We have to rehearse the righteous acts, man. These law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability. And pray. Fast. This is a spiritual fight. It's going to be a spiritual fight all the way until the end. We got to take on all of this, man. It says 7. It says, be not wise in thine own eyes. See? Be not wise in thine own eyes. Jake, you got that, you got a scholarship, you know, some university or, you know, some big time jobs, making all of this money. Be not wise in thine own eyes. As people get in certain positions, they get big-headed. Or people are they're just hard-headed, man. They're wise in their own eyes. They don't want to listen to the scriptures. They don't want to listen, man. The Lord said, be not wise in thine own eyes. It says, fear the Lord and depart from evil. See? Fear the Lord and depart from evil. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. Because on what the Lord, what he can do and what he gonna do. The terror, the evil that the Lord has prepared in this end is gonna be, it's treacherous, man. It's something that we have never seen. And the Lord can destroy you spiritually and physically. There's nowhere to go. See? Depart from evil. This is what we're telling our people, man. Yeah, you got a job, go to work, you got to pay your bills. You know, you got a family, take care of your family. Yeah, of course. You know, if you can do something, yeah, to get you, better yourself, a better job, better home. You know, of course. You know, but the robbing, the stealing, being involved in organized crime, selling out your people, drug dealing, drug usage, adultery spiritually and physically, all of that, man, all of that. The evil. If it's not of the Lord, you need to leave that alone, man. And we know this American lifestyle, this whole American lifestyle equals death. You can't indulge into a lot of this stuff in this place. You cannot indulge into a lot of stuff. A lot of this, the festivities and celebrations in this place. You can't do it, man. You can't do it. And it's okay to have some fun. It's all right to have some fun. But we're just in this time right now. You really got to be locked in the spirit. Stay away from these big crowds. Keep the, I know for me, keep the partying, simple and limited, man. Because we're in a time of mourning. It's gonna get so bad out here. But the Lord said, depart from evil, man. Fear the Lord and depart from evil. You got friends and stuff that's family, that's, at this point, man, it's the Lord or nothing. Period. Because you got cousins and stuff that and family and friends that want to, smoke, go chase the bag all day and go hang out. They not worried about the scriptures. They not worried about the scripture. Getting on Instagram, trying to go get box. Things like that. They not worried about the scriptures right now, man. They not worried about that. They see the little government shutdown. They hear it. They not paying attention. I can't be around. I can't be around. I cannot be around. I'm in a whole nother zone right now, and it's gonna go two ways. Either you're gonna do this, or I'm gonna do that. Nope, I'm cool. I'm not worried about that right now. But they just not They're not trying to get into the scriptures and go deep, with the Lord right now. And they're not paying attention to the times. These are dangerous times that we're in. These are the last days. Let me hop down. I'm going to stay in Proverbs 3, and I'm just hopping through this because this is, in this time, we're supposed to be seeking the Lord, the obedience, man. The being obedient to the Lord, fearing Him. Because being, in this end, being disobedient to the Lord, man, he's gonna tear your ticket up, man. He's gonna cut your lights off. Proverbs 3. Three and 11. And it reads, it says, "My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord." Despise not the chastening of the Lord. And like it say, man, I will bear the indignation of the Lord until until it's, roughly paraphrasing, until it's passed. Because of going off. A lot of us, even including myself, have done some things, man. You shouldn't be here, but through the mercy, the Lord should have cut your lights off a long time ago. But through the mercy of the Lord, man, He given Jake, giving his people a chance. I know, giving me a chance. You're supposed to make the best of this. If you get a hold of this truth, you need to hold on to it and to do right, man. And the Lord, if He keeps spanking you and disciplining you, don't despise it. Take it. Our people, they hate correction. You tell Jake about or trying to correct Jake, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it, man. It says, "Despise not the chastening of the Lord." It says, "Neither be weary of His correction." Right. That's why I tell you, to take advice, and to accept correction. This is what we're here to do, man. Take advice and accept correction. All your, ultimately the Lord, but, all your critics they're not wrong. People tell you something or, on some advice or something, they're or correcting you. Ultimately the Lord. But, they're not wrong. They're all not wrong. Might be going off on something. But, taking advice, man, and accepting your correction. And this is where praying, man, constantly keep praying, because we go off. We go off, man. We go off. So the Lord got to continue to keep chastising you, and you got to accept that. And we're in this period of time. The Lord is giving everybody this period of time to examine yourselves. Man, He's giving Jake, man. He's giving us, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, the amount of time to get ourselves right, to be getting our spirit right. The Lord but that window is closing. that window of opportunity, man, to you know, to really to get it right. This is why 2/3, a good, you know, a good majority of our people, they not gonna make it in the end, man, because they didn't use this time wisely. See, the danger in the last days. The danger. This danger is gonna get so terrifying. Let me hop to 13. 13, it says, happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. And it just no matter what goes on, you know, I know for myself around me, to have the understanding. To have understanding, the knowledge, man. To have great understanding. It's a feeling. It's a feeling that's you can't explain it. See? And we know the happiness that comes along with that. Of ultimately knowing the secret. Knowing the secret that a lot of people just don't know about. And then you try to, you know, tell them and they reject it. Understanding the times. See? Understanding the times. And this is what's going to separate you know, the elect men. The elect. This is what's going to separate them, because they have they have the knowledge of the times. See? The knowledge of the times. It says 14. It says, for the merchandise of it is better than the merchandise of silver, and the gain thereof than fine gold. See? Than fine gold. It says 15. It says, she is more precious than rubies, and all the things thou canst desire are not to be compared unto her. There's nothing that can compare to the scriptures. There's nothing. See? There is nothing that can compare to the scriptures. No amount, all the gold, all the silver, you know, all the weapons of destruction, all of that. None of that can compare to the scriptures. The scriptures is more powerful than any weapon. It's more precious than any gold or silver or money. Nothing can compare to this truth. See? Nothing. Having the understanding, the signs of the times. Because you got people that, yeah, they see what's going on, but they don't have the full understanding of the scriptures. They don't have the complete oil. Because a lot of them is why when it really gets tight, they're gonna take matters into their own hands. See, going to take matters into their own hands. But, you know, the Lord has set up his men out of his people to speak his word and to, you know, let Jake know. You know, a call for repentance, to be obedient. But the Lord is turning up the heat, man. Let me go here. Go to Malachi. Malachi 3 and 7. Malachi 3 and 7, and it reads, it says, even from the days of your fathers, ye are gone away from my ordinances, and are gone away from, or Salakia. Even from the days of your fathers, ye are gone away from mine ordinances, and have not kept them. Return, see, return unto me, and I will return unto you, saith the Lord. See? Let me read it again. It says, even from the days of your fathers, ye are gone away from mine ordinances, and have not kept them. Return unto me. See? Return unto me, and I will return unto you, saith the Lord of hosts. But ye said, wherein shall we return? So the Lord is saying, return unto me. This is what we're telling Jake, man. Return unto the Lord. Over and over and over. And it's to a point now, you know, you got Jake out here, they just continue to mock. They continue to mock the men of the Lord. They think it's funny. See? They think it's funny, man. But the Lord is saying, return, because you ain't kept. Our people are not worried about the Lord's holy days. They're not worried about his holy days, the Sabbath, you know, repenting. That's why I said the Lord is the extended time to get yourself right. The extended time. And the signs are there too, that the Lord, he getting ready to shut it down. He giving all his people time to get right with him. To get right. Jeremiah 3 and 22. And it reads, it says, return ye backsliding children. See? Return ye backsliding children. Our people have done everything except Seek the Lord, man. Our people are into all kind of corruption. They're, you know, the idol worship. You know, they're all into all kinds of idol worship. Spiritual adultery. That's what a lot of our people are into, spiritual adultery. Eating, you know, eating all kind of abominable foods, all kinds of abominable foods. See? The Lord called Jake, these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians backsliding children. A lot of our women are harlots, whoring around. They got a baby by this man, a baby by that man, a baby by that man, and then turn around and don't, you know, the woman don't get along with none of her baby daddies. Got 3 different baby daddies and don't get along with none of them. You know, backsliding children, man. This is what the Lord called Jake. Drug usage, drug selling, gang banging, robbing, murdering, and brag about it too. Jake likes to brag about how many people they killed, man. This is insane. This is just, you know, you're bragging about how many people you killed. Backsliding children. It says, behold, we are come unto thee, for thou art the Lord our power. Right. Right. Let me go here. Because the time is running out, man. Time is running out. We don't have too much more time to get it right, Jake. Oh, Isaiah, that's where I want to go to. Isaiah. Let me go here. Isaiah 60. What is that? Isaiah 60. Isaiah 65. Man, the Lord, he just not leaving no excuse, man. Lord, he not leaving no excuse, none. It says, Isaiah 65 and 2, and it reads, it says, I have spread out my hands all the day unto a rebellious people. See? And starting with the apostles, you know, on down here at Great Millstone, they, you know, they've been laboring for over 40 years. You know, preaching the word, instant and out of season. Letting Jake know. Over 40 years, man. You know, that's a little bit of some time of constantly keep warning. Constantly keep warning. Jake, to get right. But the Lord said, I have spread out my hands all the day unto a rebellious people, which walketh in a way that was not good, after their own thoughts. See? See? I mean, how much more time do you need, right? To get right. The Lord said he got his hands spread all the day, all this time. You can seek him. But our people, they reject him. They reject the word. He's still like this. Come on, Israel. Come on. Come here. I'm right here. Come here. This is what the Lord is doing. Come on, Israel. They just keep slapping his hand away, keep pushing him. The Lord tell you, robbing, you gang banging, extorting, racketeering. The Lord is still like this. Come on, Jake, come back to me. You didn't committed adultery. The wickedness. The Lord is still, come on, Jake, come on, Israel, I'm still right here. The Lord is giving you a chance, man. He's giving you a chance to get it right, to come back to him. The Lord said, I just spread out my hands all the day. And it's going to be horrible, man, because the Lord, he's coming to put, that death is going to be serious, man. What, there's 9-10 billion people on this planet? What, 9 to 10 billion people that's on this planet? The Lord told you it's going to be so much death in the end here. It's just going to be dead bodies everywhere, man. This is what the Lord has said, started with a good majority of his people. The amount of time Jake, had a chance to get right, all that time. It says 3. It says, a people that provoketh me to anger continually to my face, that sacrificeth in gardens and burneth incense upon altars of brick. Right? The Lord said, a people that provoketh me to anger continually. Just continually keep putting your finger in the Lord's eye. Just had Halloween. You had Jake dressing their kids up, as goons and ghosts and goblins, and demons and things like that, vampires and devils, Here it is. Get ready. Here come Thanksgiving every year. This is a every year thing, all through the year. See? Sacrificing to these false gods, man. There's a false god behind all these different holidays. See? There's a false god behind all these holidays. And our people, they're not gonna listen, man. They're just not going to listen. Let me go back to Proverbs. I'll close out with this. Proverbs 1. Because this is where it's gonna go. We don't got too much more time left. It's pretty clear that what this is Nero, that Nero Trump. This is what his what? This is like the 10th month already. And we still got what, 3 more years left of him of him being in office. We don't have that type of time though. We ain't got no 3 years. We don't have 3 years. I'm sorry. Through the Spirit, we don't got no 3 years. We don't got that. It's less than that. And I'll let you slice that up and cut it. We don't got 3 years. The U.S. ain't got 3 years. Nope. That's just through the Spirit for me. This place ain't got that type of time, man. The Lord is speeding things up. He's speeding things up. It's too much going on. It's too much. Because the food, this is going to become a major problem. We already see where the whole food structure is going. And when they break this, when they really snatch your resources away to where people can't afford and to get a place and home and things like that, when they really drop the hammer down to bring that homelessness, that's really going to do it, man. And we know all roads lead to that RFID, that micro C at the MOTB. People are going to they're going to tear this place up. They're going to tear it up, man. This is where it's basically at. We standing at the doorstep of all that chaos happening. This is that we're at the point in the movie where you're on the edge of your seat right now, holding your breath. Because it's about to go down. It's about to go down, man. And Jake, you've had all the time, Jake. You still have time to repent, to get right. You still have time to get your act together with the Lord. If you've been robbing, stealing, gang banging, all of that, man on man, woman on woman, all of that, the evil wickedness that you've been into, you can turn to the Lord and come back to seek Him. The Lord said, He told you, I spread my hands all the day long, all day. Lord, there's still time to repent. But you got some of Jake, man, they're not hearing this, man. They're not hearing it. So Proverbs 1 and 22. Proverbs 1 and 22, and it reads, it says, I'll close out with these last few. It says, Proverbs 1 and 20. Proverbs 1 and 20. It says, wisdom crieth without. Wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets. See? The men out here on the highways and hedges, the men of the Lord, the men out of the Lord's people, the Hebrew Israelites out here sighing and crying, man, for all the abominations that are taking place. All the abomination. It's sickening out here, man. There's no courtesy. People don't got no courtesy, no compassion. You got witchcraft and sorcery all over television. They're promoting, man on man, woman on woman. They're promoting this to the kids, to the children in this place. They're promoting this. They're telling your children it's okay. This is what they're doing in this place. They're telling your children that yeah, you can, if you want to be, if you're a girl, you can be a boy. If you're a boy, you can be a girl. If you want to go man on man, woman on woman, you can do that. This is just total abomination, man. The list goes on. It says, and here we are, we're telling you the words of the Lord, life, the secrets on how to live life, the right to be righteous, to be right, the right way to live, the right way to be. She uttereth her voice in the streets. It says 21. It says she crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words. And this is where we at. We out here. See? We're out here on the chief place of concourse, man. This is where we at. Real men are out here on the highways and hedges, man. We got time and time, Jake walked by, ride by. They not gonna listen, man. They're not gonna listen. If we was out here standing out here handing out $100 bills, then it'd be something different. But they not gonna do that, man. See, this is spiritual. This is spiritual wealth right here. This is that real money right here. This that real gold. This truth. This the living water. See? This is the secrets on how to live life, to be delivered. Right here, the scriptures. This is the real everlasting treasure, is the scriptures. Everlasting treasure, right here. They walk past it all day long. It says 22, it says, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? See? How long will ye simple ones love simplicity? Simple. This is simple. Jake's still in that spirit. The white man wrote that book. The white man wrote the Bible. Jake is in that spirit still, just simple. See? Jake got these big plans, to try to build wealth for the next 40 years. You're just simple, man. Just as simple as can be. Or they believe in the the big, what is that, the big boom, all these bugged out different man-made philosophies. And simple. It says 23, it says, turn you at my reproof, behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. See? The Lord said, turn to me, man. Turn to me, and you'll be wise. You'll be wise, man. He said, I'll make my words known unto you. See? Because it says 24, it says, because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. This is classic, man. This is beautiful on how the Lord is setting this up in the end. He's setting it up. He said, I have called and ye refused. Ye have refused all this time to come back to the Lord. It's going to be cold-blooded on how the Lord do this in the end, because it's going to be death. That's all that's coming. The tormenting, the death, the suffering, mass suffering. It says 25. It says, but ye have set at naught all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. 27 or 26. It says, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. And that fear is increasing. The Lord said He gonna mock, man. When your fear coming. And y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Eat them food stamps. You know, that's just a sample on what the Lord, on what He gonna do. This is just a small sample. See? Lord God, He got big things coming. Big things popping, little things stopping. When it's real, when it's martial law out here, and the people are just like I tell you in 2nd Ezra, the 15, 16 chapter, people, the sedition amongst men, people, you know, no electricity, you know, grocery stores being burned down. I can show you in that purge, man. This last one that they had, the cities were on fire. That's what it's gonna look like out here, man. In that last purge. See? That's when that real fear, people running and trying to escape and hide, you know, for their life. Pretend, you know, going in the basement or somewhere trying to hide their children. See? See? This is what the Lord's talking about, man. It says, 27, it says, when your fear cometh as desolation, and destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, 28, then shall they call upon me. But what? But I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. See? They shall not find me. You were warned. You had all this time. You had all this time. He said, then will they come and seek me. I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there, man. He said, then they will come and seek me. After all of this, the danger and trouble that the Lord has brought, that's when they're gonna try to seek me. When they just busting people upside the head, tearing each other's heads off, you know, running for your lives, and you know, trying to hide your children, and you know, very little food, and you know, gunshots and police, and you know, it's just mass chaos. Then that's when they're gonna try to seek the Lord. When you're completely stripped of your freedom, or put in one of those detention centers, or internment camps, when you're kept there, separated from your family, you can't leave, nowhere to go. Then that's when you're going to seek the Lord. See? But I'll leave it there, man. Dangerous times. Dangerous times. You had all this time to get right, man. All this time. There's still time left. Jake, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, a lot of our people, they reject their heritage. They reject what the scriptures say. The Lord said, for thou art an holy people, man. Holy. Our people tell you that's over 3,000 years ago. So the Lord told you, by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned. All your words, the Lord, you're going to pay for what you say, all the mocking and scoffing. And the Lord, the Savior, he's a Hebrew Israelite. He's a Hebrew Israelite. So you want to sit there and joke and laugh and make fun of the Hebrew Israelites. Okay? All right. So, you reap what you sow. See? Well, I'll leave it there, man. It's just that we see that it ain't getting better. It ain't getting better, and it's only going to get worse. And there's nothing else to it, because this is prophecy. This is all prophecy. But I'll leave it there, man. The Spirit of the Lord is prophecy. Prophecy. But I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakak, Quadash. Shalom, Israel.